We're behind schedule.
By 1 minute.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not that bad.
We
Is
aren't
that
gonna
bad?
fit everything in.
We're
Maybe
not gonna make it.
maybe I just don't have anything to fit in and I'm just trying to waste time. I don't know.
That's what she said.
Maybe.
Hey, Chris, good beer. Made in
Rheingeist?
Cincinnati.
Rheingeist is pretty good. Yeah.
I'm not an IPA fan, but that's actually pretty good.
So I haven't gotten my my new level 3 character all the way ready yet. I am gonna still, before we begin, I'm gonna need some help with that.
Well, that will be the hours 2 and 3 of the session. 'Cause we didn't make it past 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
We have to all get killed in one.
Right. All right. I think we're a little bit of lag going on for some reason. Yeah, Matt, you can make new characters. You just have to make different characters. It's weird. But dark side
Dark side there is.
Welcome to D&D. It is life decided to roll the dice for us and gave us a natural one this last hour. So
Dark
sorry.
side, there is a very ominous message to start this.
Yeah. So welcome everyone. We, as always, are super happy to have you. Let me switch there. There we got everybody. Quick note, Galtier, you've got the shirt on.
I do. Well,
Yeah,
I
see?
don't know if I can.
He's got one of the shirts from our
I can wear
merchandise.
it.
So if you, yeah, see, so that actually looks really good. Like the size is
Yeah.
bigger than it did
Yeah.
on this one. So good.
And
Uh,
where can I order one of these shirts from?
You
Yeah,
can order
where can we
them
order?
from our merch store. You can do.
Yeah, and since you weren't here last week, you didn't get that crazy discount.
Yeah.
But in chat, if you just hit ! merch, the link is right there for you in chat. So, and it'll remind you here in a
Yeah.
bit. So if
By
you
the
want to
way-
help support us, we appreciate you.
I ordered it last Monday and I got it today.
Yeah. They're the presses are firing
wow.
up.
Hey,
Ooh,
so-
a hoodie. I
Yeah,
might have to get a
I'm
hoodie.
waiting on the coffee mug still, though.
Yeah, I'm saying that hoodie sounds fantastic. It looks
Yeah.
fantastic.
I'm still working. There's a women's racerback tank top that it just won't let me put on there. But as soon as I can get that figured out, we'll have that on there as well, so you can show us off at the gym.
Minky blanket.
Yeah, I just don't know. But welcome. We are glad to have you here. It is August, second week that we're in the August for us. We've got some variable schedules coming up soon, so please bear with us. I think Grayson, you won't be with us next week, right? Yeah, I think so. And then Arlo, you're gone
Week
not
after.
next week, but the week after, and the week after that. Is it 2 weeks or just one?
No, I'm only going to be gone. I'll be gone the 30th. That Monday, the 30th.
Okay, so just one.
Yeah.
So, and then we will be. I gotta look at the calendar.
We're going to be playing on Labor Day.
We won't be playing on the 20th, August 20th, because I will be out of town.
August 20th is a
20th.
Friday.
That's a Friday.
Or why I switched it to September. Sorry, August 23rd. We won't be live because I'll be out of town.
Hey, that's my birthday.
Well, that's why we're not doing it. Yeah. Happy birthday.
And mine's the next day.
Oh,
Hey,
see?
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
is my
back.
son's. We were both born on the same day.
Nice. Yeah, I'm traveling for the first time in a long time. I'll be heading out west, so yeah, we won't be around for that. So we'll get a little bit of break, but everything will return to normal as school starts soon, and all that fun stuff. So we want to welcome you again. Thanks for stopping by. We are going to get going. So let's get a little bit of tunage going for us for this this session, and then we'll get rolling unless someone else has something to bring up.
Football in 4 weeks.
Football.
Oh. Have to take a few Mondays off.
All
Just
right,
kidding.
where we left off. The party spent some time rummaging through the artifacts that Karajinin had stored in his workshop deep in the Arnathian Plateau, finding several interesting items. Zoramir dug through boxes and crates excitedly for a long while as
Ow.
Galtier found a suspicious box with an interesting story. After a couple failures, where I must say the puzzle did reset itself, Blaylock, the box opened and they located a piece of the edge of darkness among the rubble. Resting that evening in a interesting accommodations. The party went to speak with Karajinin and went into his study. And upon walking into his study, mechanical constructs that they were all too familiar with, that they ran into at the bottom of the orc stronghold, line the walls of Karajinin's chambers. Speaking with him, they find out that Karajinin is just a name he's gone by, but his real name was Craft, an ancient construct from the bowels of Uthmelanon that is famous throughout the lands, and that he is contracted to build these machines. After some interesting conversations and attempts to leave without paying for a particular item, Galtier pays for the item, and they are standing in Craft's chamber. And it's in your hands. Thank you for your payment. Is there anything else that interests you from my items of collectibles?
I know you have plenty of things in there that are magical that my compatriots are interested in, but I get why you're building these because you're getting paid for it, but aren't you concerned about the village you help out? They're probably going to get destroyed with everything that's coming from these.
That may be. And if so, I'll relocate as necessary.
So you'd rather have the entire village get destroyed than not make a bunch of money from this?
Oh, I've made quite a haul myself already.
So why do you need more?
You just have to have that nest egg that I don't have to do this anymore. We've spoken of this before.
That's true. I can't help feel like we're already past the not having to do this anymore.
I get closer.
Are we all in the room with him?
Nah, it's just me. If I remember right, you guys are in
That's
the
what I was thinking.
library.
That's what I thought.
But as always, you all are welcome to stay as you need and leave when you want. I can escort you back to the village, or you can find your way. As you saw, the path was not difficult nor treacherous.
I'll inform my companions of that we can leave whenever at this point, with you or without. And I'll find out if they want to try to buy anything else.
Of course. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you.
Now, how much are the those shackles that we found over there?
One moment. Let me find those. You speak of the dimensional shackles. Those I can part with for 300 platinum pieces.
Dear Lord.
Okay, thanks for the information. And I'm gonna walk out, head back towards the library.
No problem. So after a few moments, you pass down the hall, and the rest of you, what are you doing during this conversation?
We're debating on whether we were attacking him or not.
Yeah, we're just having a conversation amongst ourselves.
Okay. After a few moments, Galtier walks in.
we are free to leave whenever we decide we don't want to be here anymore. He said he can take us back to town, or we can go without him. Not sure what you guys decided on.
I really think he should take us just so we don't get lost on the way out.
You know where I stand, one way or the other.
That is true.
Kraft stayed in the room, did he not?
He did.
Okay. I'm going to take out my oil of sharpness and apply it to my blade.
Okay.
Time limit, I believe.
What was that?
It's got a time limit, if I believe.
You have like a minute, right?
1 minute. Yeah, I think we should just do what we planned on doing all along.
Okay. Rest of you, what are you doing?
Let's get him and have him go ahead and just escort us back to the city.
If we must fight, we must, I guess. He has no care about what happens to the village.
We can't let
He's-
all those people die because of his greed.
Why would those people die? Because of his efforts.
Do not hear it said he's making all of these for a customer to destroy humans and civilization. He doesn't care what happens to the island.
So our mission is to stop that person, not Kar Hajinen.
If that's your reasoning, Balak, then why did we attack a white dragon? For the same reasoning.
The white dragon attacked us first.
We were in her lair and killed her children.
Mm-hmm. I see no issue with Kar Hajinen and his efforts, other than they are used nefariously. These could be used differently, to defend rather than to destroy. Just the owner is the one who is utilizing them improperly.
If you think you can talk him into telling us who the buyer is, or if he would delay for us to try to stop his buyer, feel free.
I am more interested in the buyer than in Kar Hajinen. You do not destroy the blacksmith for making the weapons that slaughter the innocent.
I don't disagree with that.
Good, it'd just be free weapons.
Only if he's made them. They haven't made. You don't kill someone before you have all the items.
Usually have an inventory.
I am torn about this. I want to stop the slaughter that is happening now and will happen in the future. But stopping Kar Hajinen will only postpone what their inevitable goal is.
Which gives us more time, Blaylock.
Mm. Mm. I would think to take advantage of Karhazinen's knowledge and his generosity for now, and then go and finish what we've started.
I don't think there's no talking sense into him and getting any information. I know you're in a tough spot.
We all are.
We got to do something. We just can't let him continue on with what he's doing.
We should leave before we do anything we may regret.
I actually, I agree with Grayson on this. We just can't leave this.
So, then what is your plan?
Get him outside of his lair. Once he starts taking us back to town, once we get past the door, then we take him. We got to get him out of his room, out of his study, because that's where he's the strongest.
I'm fine with that as long as I can go get back and get that rapier.
Can I?
We live to see it, then you can have it.
How many different constructs are wandering around this particular room we're in?
Many.
It's exactly what you're planning already.
So I'm going to go over to a few of these constructs.
Especially because you're
I'll
in
kneel
that
down.
you're in
Yep.
that room where they specifically are watching the items that are in the room.
Yep. So I'm going to pick up one of the mechanical creatures that are there,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just hold it up, and I'm just gonna look at it. I'm like, I wonder how much of this that we're discussing is being received by Karzinen. Now look at Arlo. Now look at the creature.
We're the ones that want to keep talking about this.
Well, I'm going to go and I'm going to talk to him.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Out to the hall.
Okay.
You're watching.
Do the same.
Okay. Zormir,
All along too.
are you going with Blaylock or Arlo and Grayson?
Arlo and Grayson.
Okay. Galtier.
I'll go with Blaylock.
All right. You and Blaylock walk down the hall and back into Karajinen's chambers. The door opens up. You walk in. You see him still walking along back and forth on the pedestal, working on some large machine.
How long did it take you to develop the technology for these devices. I'll point to the armor.
The designs do take some time, but it's the weaving of the magic into the physical items and making them accessible for those of the less skilled nature that was the real challenge.
I can imagine. I've seen orcs pilot them. Not
Oh.
known for being very intelligent.
Probably not the best use.
No, not at all. They destroyed an entire town. Slaughtered everybody.
Full automation is probably the most efficient manner.
Being directed from another location. Probably. Take the flesh out of the situation.
Less
Interesting.
errors, more obedience. You understand that yourself.
Unfortunately, I do. You have heard our discussions.
I hear most things in my workshop.
What would you do in our stead, knowing our goals?
I would leave as friends rather than part as enemies.
And if we eliminated your buyer, what would you do then?
My contract would be fulfilled, the payments would stop, and I would continue on to my next project elsewhere.
Wherever the road takes you?
I've been
As
on Drakenwald for quite some time. The air is thick here with tension. Believe I'll find somewhere else.
do you normally deal in these type of weapons for your
My-
trade?
My contracts are varying in nature from helping a poor farmer that can pay what they can to weapons of war.
So, how did these people find you? Your buyer. You don't need to give me details.
The reputation of craft precedes itself. Sometimes you run into the right person with the right connections.
Well, disclosing this person's name would be counter.
Impossible.
Do you not know it?
I do not know it.
Who is it that you made a contract with? Was it through letter? What communication, if I may ask?
It comes through various means.
Hmm.
I get messages of where to pick up my next payment. There's never anyone there. Usually, it's hidden by some illusionary spell of some sort.
Hmm.
Always a different location, always remote.
These buyers are very clever in covering their steps.
When working with large sums of money, being clever is a necessity.
Where do you deliver your product to?
Oh, I have ways.
I'll look at Galtier. What do you think, Galtier?
I don't get why you would sell something to a buyer you don't even know who they are, what they look like.
Does the soldier care what the battle is for? Or the gold that they make once the battle is won?
Depends on the soldier. A lot of people might not fight if they don't think the cause is there. Or if they get forced into a fight, they may revolt.
If a soldier revolts, it's just a soldier who wasn't paid properly.
That may be the case sometimes, but more often than not. More often than not.
Cowardice is always an option.
Some people may not agree with what their superiors are having them do. Slaughter innocent children, destroy a village for no reason, destroy an entire town just to collect some souls.
Possibly. Things that don't weigh heavy on my own mind.
I don't think you've seen them firsthand like we have.
Oh, I have seen things in my days that would make you age 10 years.
And none of it bothers you to try to put a stop to it instead of aiding it?
It doesn't affect me.
What happens if it comes back to bite you in the butt? If they turn these machines on you?
If the entire world burns, it'll be quiet here. No more contracts. No more mercenary.
You know, you could stop that anytime you wanted to. You don't have to take every contract you get.
And I will.
I wonder if one day you may help us in defending the Isle.
For the right price.
And what would that price be?
Oh, friend, we would need to sit and discover what that price would be. Time rendered. Services needed. Threat level.
How can you be
But-
certain they're not going to turn these constructs on you after
them
they've tried
try.
them all?
Gautier, we could offer Karzhinan services to defend. It would benefit him to construct defenses suitable against what he has created. He is an arms merchant of a higher caliber than we have ever seen.
That is true. If we came across these constructs in a battlefield, how would we guarantee we don't get murdered from them?
How would you guarantee that my creations would not destroy you?
You made them. You know how not to get killed by them.
I offer you this advice. If you come toe to toe with my work, run. If you need another form of advice, hide.
But if these have the automation instead of having people in them, how will I know they won't find me?
Oh, they probably will.
If we were to contact people of the town to seek your service, how could we do that?
If someone needs my services, leave a note in Svarkat. When I visit, I will check on it. I will find you from there.
Can you give proof or give me something that I can show to them to prove how seeking you out would be in their best benefit?
What proof might I provide?
I'm asking you. If you wanted to sell your wares to defend a town, a fort, a castle, what could you show them to
I
let
believe
them
the people
see?
of Svarkat know my work well enough. They are
Maybe
walking proof.
they would not want to leave. They would not want to leave. Excellent. Well, thank you. My curiosity is certainly taking advantage of me. What is in the reliquary?
Those are my personal chambers.
Oh, is that all?
Yes.
Oh. Well, then I guess I can understand some privacy.
Can I see if he's lying to us? Like if he's trying to deceive us, like saying that's it?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll up an insight.
Ooh, can I give him Flash of Genius?
So you gave me Flash of Genius?
Uh-huh.
That was that +5?
Yep, +5.
30-20.
Okay. So he's been talking for a while, and Galtier, you've talked to him quite often, and you've noticed his voice is obviously very melodic and even tempoed. There's nothing in his body language or his voice that gives you indication that he's telling you anything but the truth.
Well,
Okay.
you've been very forward with us. Are you sure? So, the testimony of your work, your craftsmanship, is displayed on those that you've helped in Svarket.
You'll find my work everywhere on this island. Anyone can if they take the time to look.
Well,
Is there
how
anything
long?
we can? Is there anything we can do to get you to delay finish making these?
You want me to stop working on a paid contract?
I mean, you already said if we kill him, you aren't gonna worry about making them anymore. You're not gonna come after us in revenge.
Oh, I have no desire for revenge over people who have stayed here with me in my home and have done nothing to me as of yet.
If you just hint at something.
And as he says as of yet, Blaylock, you notice his eyes kind of lock on you and some comments that you made earlier.
I'm very distracted.
You're streaming it, aren't you?
Yes. Hi.
It didn't mute, just so you know.
Yes, I'm aware. So, say that again. Jeremy, what was your question?
Oh no, he looked at you because he made a comment saying, "I don't have any desire to get revenge on somebody who hasn't harmed me yet,"
Hmm.
and then looked at you.
I have no quarrel with you. Just seeing these monstrosities in the manner they're in now took me aback. And I've seen what these can do, Karzinin. It is terrifying.
I'm sorry you feel that way. These are some of my best work.
There's no reason to be sorry. That was their intent. Their intent was to destroy. And they do so most efficiently, unfortunately. I should go.
They do. You're always welcome.
Yes, I know. And I'll start to walk out.
I bid you and your compatriots a safe journey.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Anytime.
Sure, we'll be in touch.
I hope the next time that we meet, it is not across a battlefield on opposing sides, and that it is across a workbench.
I too, my friend. Good wealth and good journeys.
Good journey. I
Both
will
of you
meet
are
up.
walking out? Okay.
Say I will meet up with the rest of our companions. Gautier.
You see Karajinin turn and begin continuing his work. And after walking through the door, you see Arlo and Zormir and Grayson. You three, while this was going on, is there anything you wanted to do, discuss?
I'm done talking.
Just waiting on Blaylock to figure out what he wants to do to make his mind up.
So you see Blaylock and Galtier returning to you.
So, Blaylock, you have a good conversation?
No.
What's that mean?
I would like to leave, possibly to head back and see and visit Scar, if possible. Maybe to see and ask one of the citizens of Svarket to join us. And I propose that we try to convince the people that we meet in Breckenfjord, in what's the elf place again? Phaedrinar?
Inamar?
Fadamar. In Fadamar, Portstown, on our way there, and at least offer Karhazinin services to defend against what he's created.
You want our allies to pay this monster.
Yeah,
He-
that doesn't make sense, Blaylock.
Your choices, our choices, are limited. The work will
No.
be done.
We can go in there right now and end this. One
All
way or
those
another.
suits, they have autopilot on them. We had issues with 2. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not interested in fighting 20 of them. Who knows how many are done that can be turned on autopilot?
Do you mean they don't need any person in them?
No, he actually said that's the preferred method because it gets rid of human or flesh error, as Blaylock would refer to that.
You're okay with just walking away from this cult here? A monster hunter?
He's
Walking
not
away
a
from
monster. All he's doing is making things.
And you don't see a problem with that.
No, I do see a problem with that, but I also don't think we have that good of a chance of winning.
Zoramir, what's your take?
Just want that rapier. I don't think. I
Fuck
have
the
enough-
rapier. We have bigger things on our minds.
If you would let me finish, you would hear that. I don't care if he lives or dies. If you want to kill him, I'll back you. Well placed stab with this rapier might do a good bit of damage to him.
Grayson, I'll make the argument again that if a blacksmith is making weapons for the enemy, do you kill the blacksmith or the enemy?
Yes, Broman Koth is using your mother as a weapon. Do you not want to kill him? I'm pretty
I do.
sure your mother, the weapon, doesn't want to do what she's doing.
This is true. And thus you are making my argument. We go after Broman Karth and not the weapons that he's using.
I don't agree. I walk out.
You're walking out of the workshop?
Yep.
I'll follow.
He did
So-
say if we kill the buyer, he'll stop making them, and he won't
He'll
have any
take
interest-
money from anybody, apparently. It doesn't matter if it's one person or another.
Did he tell you who the buyer was?
He doesn't know who the buyer is.
Sure, he doesn't.
He gets
'Cause he
locations to
doesn't
drop
care.
the money off.
But that's okay. You see another village we come across that be destroyed by his weapons, you keep on telling yourself that.
I think you're making a big mistake, Blaylock.
Yeah, Blaylock, think of what happened to Cape's Vassal and all of our friends there. We can't let that happen again. He is busy.
Busy with his children.
Unfortunately, we don't know how many of those things he's already shipped out. So even if we were to stop him here, we don't know how many's out there we might have to fight later. And unfortunately, I couldn't get any information how to stop them. All he said was to run and hide.
So, Blaylock, so since you're so convicted, what do you think you should do next?
conflicted is the correct word. You did not know the people of Cape's Vassal. I did. Stormir did. And we saw them in that state due to Karhazinen's work.
It was horrible. It was such a nice town, such nice people.
And you're okay with him to continue to make these monstrosities, no matter who the buyer is, to continue to kill people?
We killed the orcs that destroyed the town. We should focus our efforts on the evil that is using the weapons rather than the developer of the weapons.
Who knows how long it'll be until we can find whoever this user is.
True.
So we should just sit around and wait for another city to be leveled, then we can find the buyer. Is that kind of what you're saying?
No, I'm saying we should go to Portstown and find Scar, our ally from Portstown.
Allies. That's a generous word.
And retrieve what we have loaned him and he has kept safe. Then to Castle Verminia and find the buyer.
Well, I guess all I can say is lead the way. Because there's no way that Grace and I can go in there and take care of business without everybody being with us. But I agree with Grayson. Next time we come across a village and it's completely wiped, I kind of feel like it would be on you.
I'm going to put my hand on Arlo's shoulder. Arlo, we are a team, and if you go in there and try to take him down, I'm going to die by your side. I won't agree with you, but I will die by your side. Say the word.
As much as I want to go in there and kill it, we can't do it in there. It's a suicide. We gotta get him out.
Maybe
whether he hears us or not, we gotta get him out.
I don't even think getting him out is going to help us.
I don't want to fight him in 20 constructs.
Are we still marching our way out of the cavern?
Because where are we right now? We walked out of the library.
Grayson said he was walking out, so he walked out.
Yeah.
But the rest of you, as far as I know,
I thought we were following him, but we may not have been. That might have been me. So yeah, still stands everything I said.
you could be walking slowly toward the exit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. We were all just kind of meandering that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, if we're going to fight, I want to fight on our terms, not his terms.
I hope that day doesn't come. But if it does, I have your back.
I appreciate that, friend. I understand your conflict and your dilemma. It's in your nature. but it's in ours too to rid the world of evil. And there is evil in him, regardless of who he makes those for. He knows the intent of what those are going to be made for and what they are going to do. And that also makes him part of the problem.
Imagine if the tide was turned and they were used to defend rather than to destroy.
And we wouldn't have a problem.
No.
But
What would likely happen is that someone else would come and make a bigger construct, a larger weapon. To destroy those constructs, those weapons. The cycle will continue until we destroy the evil that is at its heart.
I truly see your point. I really do. But has he said anything about the intentions of wanting to make these for defense purposes for cities? Not really, as long as they want to pay for it.
Pay. It will not be altruistic. It will be for money. He speaks only in terms of personal gain, and that is his only concern. I cannot sway him from it.
Well,
The only hope that I can think of that adds to it is he did say that he has a way to make sure his constructs don't harm him. So if he's defending a town that's being attacked by him, that town's more likely to survive. If he shut them down remotely or something.
How could we get someone or him to defend a town against his own construct?
You said yourself that you wanted to go to Varket and see if they would have him help defend.
Remember, he said if Svarket was destroyed, he would go elsewhere.
He would be, but if he's defending and he has to come across his own constructs, he would most likely defend and have an easier success at defending because he can cut them off.
That is very...
There is no super good decision here.
How do you turn the enemy's sights on such a minuscule town in the middle of nowhere?
You never know. They might already have it in their sights.
They may, but why?
Souls.
What if we just tracked Karajinin's next shipment to whoever it's delivered to? Pounce then.
We don't know when his next shipment is. Do you have a good way to track without being caught?
Weeks or months.
Wait outside his door. I have food in my bag. We could survive for a little bit.
We're just gonna leave Z here to spy on him, but Karajin already knows he's out there.
Karzina just brings out a little construct, brings him food.
Yeah,
He's like,
Hey, buddy.
I don't think he delivers it in a conventional way, based on how he said he gets the items to the people, which makes me think there's magic and teleportation
He
involved.
probably teleports them. That's probably what it is.
I wonder, Soramir,
Yes.
you remember that teleporter inside of Varyseth's lair?
Yes. How could I forget?
I wonder if that as part of his network of transporting around this town or this continent.
Why is DM smiling so much?
Because we just figured something out. Now Biddle, or now Blaylock needs to go investigating around to see if he finds that circle anywhere.
Yeah, we know what to look for.
You guys
If-
do. I do not.
Did you happen to see any symbols that looked like that anywhere around here?
I don't recall any. I was
Chances
not looking
are-
for any. My rather large nose was stuck inside many books. Many books.
Chances are, if he's going to have a teleportation circle, it's going to be in the Requiem that he doesn't want us to go in.
We're still inside, right? We haven't left.
You're walking your way out. I would say
Very
at this,
slowly.
This must
Yeah.
be very slowly. We're just like
Yeah,
like,
I would
like
say
taking,
you're
like,
pretty
baby
close to the
steps.
door, and Grayson's already outside the door.
Should we wait for him to leave and then I could pick my way into the Requiery?
Where do you think he's going to go?
Somewhere
Reliquary.
there.
Reliquary.
Requilary.
I was like, there's no
What do you
map
get for picking a hard word?
Oh, there was a map. I don't know if you saw the map there.
I sent you
right.
guys a map last week.
Yeah, and it's inside. It's inside the multiple sheets we have tracking all of the craziness that is ensuing.
It is in one of the sheets.
It is. It's in two of them actually.
Oh, you put it. Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
If you have gone on vacation, you would know these. If we leave, mark my words, next time we see him,
mm,
we will attack. That's all I can say. I will err on your side of judgment.
mm.
Where do you
Are we passing the forge room, or are we way past it already? We're probably way
past
past
the forge
it
room.
already.
Yep.
'Cause we never went in there to look.
He told us not to worry about it.
He didn't say we couldn't go in though.
No, it's true.
Didn't say that.
The only thing he said was the reliquary. Do we want to investigate the forge room real quick for those circles you're talking about?
Doesn't hurt to take a peek.
Grayson's gonna murder us. Go ahead.
It was like you
Grayson's outside. It's like it's like
Who
someone
the
waiting
hell
in
are
the car
they?
while you go to the store. I'll just be a minute.
30 minutes later.
Blaylock, I'm gonna need you to go in there and look. I don't know what you're talking about the magic
Yep.
circles.
I'll go in there and I'll look around at the forge.
All right, so you're going into the forge. Galtier, where are you going?
I'll probably just keep walking out since I have no idea what it looked like.
Okay. Zoramir, what are you doing?
Forge.
Okay. Arlo, what are you doing?
Follow, just kind of stand outside the door.
You were just in and out there. I didn't hear what you said.
I'm sorry, I'm going to follow them and just stand outside the door, keep an eye out.
Okay. So you walk down. First we'll deal with, since Galtier, you were close to the door, you walk outside the door, and about 100 yards from the door, you kind of see Grayson standing there, hands on his hips, visibly irritated from a
Nope.
distance.
I'm
Nope.
moving.
Oh, okay, never
I
mind.
haven't
He's just
stopped.
God. He's
You see him in the distance. He just keeps walking. What do you do, Galtier?
I'm just gonna holler down like, guys, he's leaving us. So try to find that quick if you're gonna find anything in the forge room. I don't know how far it is they can hear me yelling that or not.
No, you went through the door, so they didn't hear
Right.
it. So what do you?
I'm gonna try to walk, but keep it so I can see both Grayson and the door so they get out. they can see me.
Okay. Grayson, you're just going to keep walking. That you generally remember the way you came from. Okay. The rest of you walk down the room and hang a left into the forge. You enter into a rather large room, walls stained with smoke and soot. Right in the center of the room, a large furnace burns really hot. This room is uncomfortably warm compared to the rest of the cool cave-like feeling of the workshop. The smoke from the forge seems to be processed through an intricate system of tubes and bellows before disappearing into pipes that lead into the walls. You hear an automated sound of an intricate system of hammers and gears taking raw material and slowly depositing it into the forge, while some kind of construct reaches out and skims the slag and scoops out the material and deposits it into small molds, which are cooled through a steam system and knocked over by a series of gears and developments here. It's a wonder to behold, Blaylock. Like, this is when it comes
Very
to
efficient.
forge works, this is something even more advanced than you've seen in Breckensfjord. The molds that were cooled travel down an automated system, and you see something dripping on them, and you hear the sizzle of water on something very hot just hitting them as they disappear down into a dark tunnel, a rather small tunnel. It's not something you would crawl down. And what do you want to do?
Just gonna watch the process. Look for any of the runes on the ground. A little skeptical that I'd find any in here, but I'm gonna look for any indication that I recognize any runes that may be around.
Yeah, I'm gonna help see if I see anything familiar too.
Okay, you don't see any runes on the ground or markings anywhere. You hear the familiar hum of the small constructs kind of eyeing everything around the room. You find a lot of raw materials, gears, springs, various sizes of sheet iron, bolts, nuts, all organized very well in identified bins for around the room. What?
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna stick my hand in there and just like and observe all the gears and all the components there.
As you
Kinda
stick your
marvel
hand
at
in,
them.
you can just feel the smooth, polished metal of the gears. These aren't some of the gears and springs that you've run into from blacksmiths that have helped you out with getting these supplies. These are very well crafted. It seems like someone has just taken meticulous time in making sure everyone is perfect, and they just
Can I look
roll over your hands.
Okay, I'm gonna look at one of the constructs that's wandering around. How much for some of these? Just gonna
And it
talk
just-
to the construct.
It just looks at you and kind of tilts its head and goes about its work.
Fine. I don't see anything, Zormir. We should go. I could spend days, weeks here, but
Don't need to spend that time here, Blaylock.
maybe another time. Let's go.
Okay.
See Arlo. There's nothing to see in there. A very efficient forge.
Time to leave then.
Definitely.
But start heading that way.
All right. So you begin to walk out. I need you all to give me a perception check.
Who walked out or everybody?
The people that just all walked out.
Okay.
Ooh.
We're really far away from you. Respect.
Use Flash of Genius on that. And so that gives me a 19.
28.
20.
28. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So so only Zoramir.
Oh my
just yeah, you just see the back of Galtier's head kind of disappearing into the horizon. Galtier, you can no longer see the doors and things behind you. You're trying to look behind you, look ahead, keeping an eye on Grayson. You haven't gained any ground on Grace. He's still a decent way ahead. If memory serves you right, you are heading in the right direction toward the long cave that you passed through to get to where you're at. As you all step outside of the workshop, behind you, you hear... And as you turn around and look, the doors kind of shimmer away, and it looks like a normal rock face. The bright sun is kind of takes a while for all of your eyes to adjust to.
What did I see?
You saw me.
You
Super
saw
far off
just
in the distance.
way far off. You see Galtier. I mean, like, small.
I thought he was in the room with us. I'm confused.
Nope.
No, I was trying to keep my eye on
Nope.
Grayson.
Yep.
Oh. They're getting very far away from us.
Guess we won't be coming back here anytime soon.
Maybe.
Boromir, did you just say you seen somebody?
Yeah, they're way up there. They aren't waiting for us at all.
Well, I guess we should start walking that away.
All right. You're walking toward Galtier?
Yeah.
Okay. Galtier, what are you doing?
Gotta holler for Grayson to wait up. They're
Grayson,
too
give me
far ahead
a
of us.
perception check.
I'm not yelling out enough.
I hear him.
What was that?
I hear him.
Okay.
It's a 26.
You're not. You're just going to keep walking?
Yep.
Okay. So, Galtier, you're convinced he didn't hear you. He just continues walking
Keep
forward.
yelling.
And Grayson, you hear him behind you yelling for you as you come upon the mouth of the large cave that you walked through the day before. You've traveled for quite some time now, half day or so. I'd imagine you're going inside. Grayson,
Going out. I mean,
what's that?
I'm leaving the cave, right?
No,
you're
just
you're
got to
going
the
into
cave.
the cave. This is the cave that your Talsahin couldn't pass through.
Huh, keep going.
So he keeps going. Zoramir, Blaylock, and Arlo, give me another perception check.
18.
23.
Okay.
21.
You no longer see
Dang.
Galtier ahead of you. You didn't make any active effort to walk quicker. So you're just heading the direction you last saw him.
Boys, I think we need to kind of pick the pace up just a little bit. What time of day is it, DM?
It's at this time it's just past noon.
We got a long ways to go before it gets dark, so we probably should be picking it up.
We will find him when he rests at night.
Okay.
Very well.
Galtier, you can no longer see Grayson as he's disappeared inside this dark cave. I'd
Can
imagine
I
you're
get to
gonna...
the entrance to the cave?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna stop at the cave and wait for the other three.
DM's
All right.
not going to kill us. We're going to kill ourselves by splitting up.
I know, right?
Whoops.
It's like, and there's a Yeti.
Grayson hears a crunching noise. You've stumbled on a T-Rex nest.
Oh, yay.
No. Grayson, you continue down. You obviously have, with your goggles, you have dark vision, so you can see going through the cave. And I'd imagine you're just going to keep going.
Yep.
All right. Galtier, you stop at the cave, and probably an hour or so that Blaylock and Arlo and Zormir see you and catch up to you. Arlo, your sword no longer shimmers with anything on it. And you all see Galtier standing outside the cave.
Where's Grayson?
Other side of the cave. He was not waiting for anybody. Don't know if he heard me trying to yell at him or not, but he just kept on walking.
Well, knowing Grayson, he probably heard you, but didn't care. That's
You guys know him better than I do.
The fact that he did not go and storm in to Karzhinen's chamber immediately is a testament that he is showing some restraint, or at least some consideration to our decision, and this is how he's expressing it.
He's going to be hitting that flask heavy tonight, then, by the sounds of it.
I could be wrong, and the first time I see him is he punches me in the nose. We shall see.
Well, let's not waste any time and let's try to catch up to him.
Yes. Does one of us light a torch? Are we in the cave?
You're at the mouth of the cave. You can light a torch before you go in.
Yeah, I'll light a torch and continue on.
Okay.
Any sign of Grayson? Do we see sign of Grayson?
No.
Grayson.
Grayson, you remember this tunnel being extremely long. You've traveled for a couple hours. What do you want to do? Just keep going?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it back to the mountains.
Okay. I would say you travel for another 4 hours or so on foot, and it's kind of jarring. You kind of... What's that?
Just grumbling to myself.
Okay. As you mumble forward, you kind of stumble a bit as you walk out and realize it's dark, but you're outside of the cave as night has fallen.
Stars and stuff now.
Yeah. In the distance, not far distance, you just hear the low sound of the Tausa hens grazing on what little grass they can find.
I'm going to make a small fire, like a personal fire. And then I'm going to try to connect with my mount.
Okay.
Thank God. It's about fucking time. 21.
Your mount kind of wanders over to you, and in the peace of the night, you hear the winds blowing across the plateaus, little bits of gravel falling from the tops and the sounds of creatures scurrying about. You take the Tausa hen's head and kind of cradle it in your hands, and you just kind of whisper to it, finally you have some peace. And when you stroke your hand over the top of its head, you see it kind of blink its eyes, and you both connect with your eyes. And there for a brief moment, your head's filled with a jumble of information as you now feel this connection to your Tausa hen. And it just kind of nudges you playfully with its nose, almost pushing you over because it's so big.
Oh, time.
I always roll low. Every time.
All right, so you're building a camp there and just gonna kind of chill out.
Yep.
Okay. Probably another several hours later. It's dark. The moon is high in the sky. You're starting to get tired. You hear the sound of footsteps coming from within the cave. And the rest of you can see a light glow in the distance.
Either he made a fire or something is waiting for us out there.
Perhaps
Or daylight?
It's not daylight. We haven't been in the cave that long.
Feels like a long time to me.
But when you have to take 2 steps for every one we take, I can understand that.
Not that short.
He may want to be by himself. I will inquire. I'll march ahead.
Okay. So, Blaylock, you step out from in front of the group, and as you step out of the cave and turn to the side, you see Grayson kind of propped up against one of the plateaus. He just kind of gives you a look as you walk out. You see it in the dim firelight.
I appreciate what you did back there.
It's not always about what I want.
I hope that I am right. And in this, that you
are too.
are mistaken. And I don't mean any ill will by that, but I hope that we can turn this to our favor.
Just as long as you know that I'm not going to ask any of our allies to pay that thing.
Fair enough. It may be the only...
You should know.
Hmm?
The dwarves will not stand. He caused much destruction to their city.
With the dragon?
No, he was built underneath.
Oh,
And I believe he escaped. I don't think they let him go. I can't remember. If I'm remembering the history
I'd have
right,
to. Yeah, I'd have to look that up. I don't remember.
I believe he killed
It's
some
probably-
to get out.
Yeah. You may be right. I still find that more advantageous. This technology that you saw there, it's not going to stop with him. It will
No, but he's
continue.
made a pretty fine share of money off of his contraptions.
True. True. Very true. I'm trying to not regret this decision. I feel this to be the right course. To try and bulk up the defense of these towns if they're amenable to it. They may not be. Then it lies on us, which it will always ultimately lie on us to vanquish whatever evil is here, or die trying.
Can't defend the whole island, not at once.
No.
Gotta find that source of evil as fast as we can.
Yes. Zoramir, our return visit to Cape's Vessel. I fear what we may find in Portstown, Vadamar, even Breckenfjord, which was not so long ago.
Well, I mean, Breckenfjord. I feel less strongly about them. Portstown. I would feel horrible if that place got razed.
Fort Tenebris is close by. Maybe that will be its saving grace, as long as they stay out of the sea.
You try and request the assistance of Ishtab?
No.
Think he would help us?
Never. I don't think he would help us, and I do not want his help. He did not help Nemoria. He used her until she was stomped to death by a wild animal. Could not even defend his acolyte from something like that.
Yeah, he is a bit of useless, isn't he? Okay, forget I mentioned it.
I would agree.
Well, where should we go now?
Portstown.
Find this scar you spoke of?
Scar, yes. Maybe he can help rally the Knoll tribes and even Portstown. We have the ear of King. Maybe.
Joy.
Maybe.
And how far is Portstown from where we are?
Not close.
At all.
You see Zoramir thinking very hard. Is that the other side of the island?
Yes, we are in
Are
the
you
ear, and it
kidding me?
is on the snout.
And
Don't
there's
get your hopes
nothing
up.
else to do between here and the other side of the island.
We could seek passage at Cider Point, but if there is no passage, we've wasted days.
Well, you do have your mounts. Maybe they could get us there faster.
I was considering them with that calculation.
Grayson,
Or-
I've had enough of this. I'm out.
Or we go towards Breckensfjord and Vademar.
Isn't Castle Verminia in between us and Portstown too?
It is.
Everything I've heard about that town is negative.
Maybe we could learn something there. It seems to be a bit of a hub.
I would agree.
Most likely, Karen Union's buyer's there, but it's we don't know anything about them.
No, we do not. We just know a location. That location happens to be the biggest city on this continent.
That would be it, sir.
It's not a bad idea to go to Castle Verminia.
That is a very bad decision.
He speaks.
I think everything's a bad decision, Grayson.
So, Portstown? Maybe
We
find
need to
a
know
ship.
what the fate is.
True.
We have the ears of the dwarves and the elves on our side.
Hmm.
With
Maybe
the
I
two
sh-
Knoll tribes reunited into one, with your friend in the ears of leadership, they would be a strong ally as well.
Hmm.
Our visit to Fort Tenebris, while I believe that they would help in the situation, I also believe that we've caused quite a disturbance with our watery nuisance. Castle Verminia is not going to be like anything else we've encountered here. They will not welcome us openly, especially when we're looking for something that, why we know, was given to them as a protective measure. They will see it as us trying to take something powerful from them. It will be no easy task.
No. No, it will not.
And didn't you all have something to do with the Black Wall as well?
Been there.
I believe Blaylock and Zormir.
Blackwall. Oh,
One of the first places.
I'm like, what's that place again?
The early adventures.
Yeah.
They're
Hmm.
not associated with Castle Verminia, correct? They were their own guard post.
Just guard post. Yep.
I don't even remember Blackwall.
Come on,
We
that was
got,
only
like,
like
some-
a year and a half ago.
Captain Fitzgerald, Craig and Stoutjaw.
Yes, you have something that belongs to her.
Yeah, this campaign is over officially 2 years.
Really?
July.
It was an heirloom.
Dang.
That's
July was
crazy.
the one shot. The one shot. 2 years later.
Wow.
We didn't
cool.
start streaming until January, and we didn't play every week until then as well.
Grayston, my mind is apparently been distracted. What do I have from Blackwall that needs to be returned?
It was an heirloom.
Hmm.
I believe it was a locket. I thought it was your sidearm, but it wasn't the sidearm. You picked up the sidearm from the brother, but there was something else that he had.
Stole somebody's hand. That's what it was.
I don't think I have it in my inventory because I wasn't carrying it.
I'm just gonna dump all my pack and start looking through it. What?
About the bag of holding.
You're just holding it, and it's like Santa's sack. No, my backpack.
You found a small circular seal emblazoned with a dragon's head and a note. Just want to say that was page 14 of my notes.
Could you send me? Could you send me the text of that
155.
note?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
All right, and we'll add it to our, minuscule page of 21 pages of our notes of one sheet. Yes.
While they're all talking, can I work on my diffuser?
Absolutely.
Well, if Portstown is our destination, we could take a ship from Breckensfjord, if there's one available, and get there quickly, or continue.
But you did happen to piss off a very powerful
King?
Water god.
Oh,
We're just gonna hide below deck. We'll never know we're there.
yes.
and
Yes.
pass right over Fort
Oh,
Tinnitus where its Leia is.
now that I think I think a nice journey on my Talsahen might yield the opportunity to bond with this wonderful beast, and I'll look over at my beast, just sitting there. I think a journey on foot would be in order. I'm not one to irritate wannabe gods. What was that look?
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
I'll take the second.
What did you roll up, Galtier, while this was all going on?
Natural 20.
Oh. That is 2 successes.
I don't know how I got lucky with that one, but I'll take it.
Well done. All right. Grayson, you're taking the first watch. Who's taking second? Arlo, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else going on before bedtime?
Yeah. I'm gonna slouch into a shadowy corner and stuff my face with lovely meat and acid.
The corner of the wide open campfire setting.
Right.
Give me a stealth check. I know that's asinine, but
Ooh, this is a low one. 32.
27.
yeah.
Jesus.
I rolled a natural 19 plus 13.
Okay, let's see.
Wait, is it the highest you can get to 33?
Yeah. The lowest I can get is a 23.
Yeah, because you can't get lower than a 10.
It's pretty nice.
All right. You kind of slink off as people are talking about everything and into the dark shadows, and reach into your pack and pull out some meat and stick it in your mouth while you take a drink of acid that just burns on the way down. You take 16 points of acid damage.
Why'd you
And then what-
message me 16?
That's how much damage.
No. Can I uncanny dodge that?
No.
Unless you rip your throat out.
And then are you returning?
Yes.
All right. You lay at the campfire, and Grayson, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I do.
How much? 22?
Yep.
Okay. As you watch the surrounding area for something going on, you notice Zormir. He starts tossing, turning, and he immediately sits up in the night, and he cries out in pain to himself, and he's trying his best. He's not even paying attention to you, listening to him, not even looking your way, as he writhes and his limbs begin twisting, and you swear you can hear bones cracking as he falls down onto his hands. Zormir, you feel your head swim and light flashes through your eyes, and you stand there and fall forward as you feel a scratching sensation across the back of your neck as scales connect from over your shoulders and up your
gosh.
neck to the
Oh,
horns
gosh.
on the back of your head. You feel the hair begin falling out onto your shoulders
Going bald?
as the scales take over what was once there.
You know, they have a cream for that.
First, I
You
have
can
to
buy it at
create,
our, you can buy it at our merch store.
Is Grayson just staring at me?
Okay,
as
Grayson,
I'm-
are you just watching this?
Draw my silver short sword and I walk over to him.
Oh. Am I
As
conscious?
you're conscious,
Okay.
and as the pain starts to subside, and of course you can't see any of this, Grayson, because of the cloak and all that stuff, but as the pain subsides and you open your eyes for the first time, you can see in the dark. In shades of grays, you can see small rodents scampering off in the distance in a white hue against a dark background, the rocks in a gray formation. You feel different.
How different?
I'm here for some rodents.
A gift. A gift of your loyalty. As we become one.
I can see so well now. This is awesome.
My power grows within you. I have unlocked my power, and a portion has entered into you for your dedicated loyalty.
Do you have more? Can you give me more?
I have so much more.
Can I fly?
Maybe soon.
Kind of reach on my back and see if I can feel any wings starting at all.
You don't feel anything, but reaching back behind you, you actually feel the scales now on the back of your neck, and you kind of rub them. They're smooth, and it feels like a hardened snake scale as you're reaching back towards your back and feel the scales starting to move down your back in that direction.
We shall grow. We shall become powerful.
We are Carnage.
Keep me secret. And keep me safe from those around you who seek to do me harm.
If you keep giving me powers like this, I can do that for sure. Yeah.
And as you say that, you feel this fluttering sensation. And it's almost as you can take this energy and focus it in front of you and see some things before they happen.
What? What?
Stay loyal. And my gifts will be innumerable as we gain power together.
Yes, Quailodon, yes.
Do I hear fucking him say that?
Yes, you're hearing him say these things because he's not paying attention to what's going on. And the voice fades in your mind, Zoramir. And you hear him saying these statements.
I tell everybody to wake up, and I got my sword to his throat.
So
So-
Zoramir, you feel a hand grab you and spin you over, and a sword is at your throat.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Who is it you woke up?
Don't move. I yell at everybody.
Okay, everybody, you hear this movement, commotion as Grayson's kind of kicking you and yelling.
I jump up, pull my sword out, looking for the threat.
You see Grayson with a sword to Zormir's throat.
Guys, what are you doing, Grayson? Somebody help
Grayson.
me.
Grace, what's the meaning of this?
Somebody's been in league with a certain black dragon. Which kind of explains a lot.
What are you talking about?
You're screaming out to Quilladon to grant you more power. How is it you are talking to a dead dragon?
Is this true, Zoramir?
This could be a nightmare. Myself in the turret, I'm gonna come up next to him. Grayson.
You didn't hear the screaming.
Hmm.
You didn't hear the conversation I just heard.
Hmm.
Heaven,
Move your cloak.
Hmm.
what is the meaning of this? Did everyone have to take my cloak off for you?
Take it
You
off, or
hide,
I'll take it
Wilbur.
off for you.
You know what you're gonna see. You've already seen under my cloak.
Okay. If he's not going to do it, I'm going to wrestle it from him.
All right, do a grapple. Strength versus strength.
15.
I beat that. And just where's my strength? Oh, yeah. 16.
As you try, as you try to kind of wrestle it away from him, it's almost an
Hey, there's the
unnatural.
first time for everything.
Yeah.
It is almost an unnatural strength. He grabs a hold of the hood and he's kind of holding everything down and pulling it down.
If there's nothing going on, then why are you hiding it?
It's just the scales. You know I've had the scales. This isn't a secret at this point.
You had horns.
I knew I had scales.
Wait a minute. Why are you holding? You said the scales were on your arm. Is that what you're
Scales were
hiding?
On his arms, the horns on his head. I just saw him reaching for the back of his head, and now he refuses to show us.
Z?
Fine, you want to see? I pull down my hood.
You see these scales kind of coming out from below his undershirt and running up his neck. You can see where the loose bits of hair fall across his shoulder as the hair now is gone up to where the horns are. The horns are just a little bit bigger and begin to poke out, and you see smaller horns working their way down the neck, small nubs of them, and one thin rail that's kind of starting at the top of the neck, working its way down his back.
Happy?
Why are you speaking to a dead dragon?
I don't know. I've heard voices in my head. You knew I heard voices in my head.
And you told us you didn't know who those voices were from. Now you've mentioned a name, one that we have already found out to be an evil entity.
I wasn't around for that, I don't think. Was I?
Wait, you or Zoramir?
Zoramir. I don't think I was in the room when you guys heard
No.
that.
Nope.
No, but I brought it up to the whole group.
Yeah, Grayson brought it up. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
To be honest, that's a bad argument because that's more incriminating. You know a name you shouldn't know.
I don't know. It's said that once in conversation. I don't know if that's what it actually is trying to pass itself off as. I don't know.
How long ago did it say that in a conversation?
A few weeks ago?
So after you told us you talked to a dragon and you didn't know who it was, you wouldn't have thought to bring up that name?
Could have been sooner. It was after we last talked.
We talked a while ago at this point in time. At least it feels like a while.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So when he talks to you, what does he say to you? What's he tell you?
He just says he's been happy with me, and I can see in the dark right now. It's only been good. It's been nothing bad.
You can see in the dark now.
That's just gonna help us. You can see in the dark.
I have not received a gift from an evil entity.
This thing doesn't seem evil to me. I don't know what you're talking about, evil. This has been only but friendly for me.
Because you're giving it what it wants. Obviously.
Giving it a little bit of food, that's it. Not making sacrifices for it or anything.
What are you giving it?
Just have a little bit of meat every once in a while, and it's happy. That's it.
That crappy ass meat in your pouch, you're eating it for him?
Yeah, that's why I keep meat in my pouch.
That's disgusting.
It's not that bad.
So you're
So how is eating meat feeding voices in your head?
Don't ask me. It's just a pretty symbiotic relationship, I guess. I give it a little bit of meat, I can see in the dark, everybody's happy. We're better fighters.
What else is it telling you?
Hmm.
So yeah, what else is he gonna give you?
Oh, he hasn't said much of anything else. Doesn't seem to be really needy.
Except for rotting flesh.
Oh, I
Are
mean,
we
everybody's-
forgetting the fact my ancestor slayed this dragon because it was in cahoots with Roman Koth?
Oh, I didn't know anything about that.
Now you're just lying.
Maybe I forgot. I don't know. It's the middle of the night. Delirious right now.
Why shouldn't I chop your head off right now?
Grayson, why would you do that? We fought alongside each other. Only helped you this entire time.
If he keeps giving you stuff, then what else is he gonna give you? Has he made promises?
No, no promises. He doesn't.
What's he gonna take? He can't be giving you all this stuff and not be planning on taking something from you.
He hasn't asked for anything. I don't know. I try to talk to him every once in a while, but sometimes he responds, sometimes he doesn't. He's just friendly. That's why, I don't know. It doesn't seem like an evil entity.
Insight checking.
Do I roll?
No.
That is an 18.
18. Okay. Trying to think here. I honestly don't think he's mentioned anything about too much. Zormir, give me a deception check. Because I know there's a couple things he's mentioned that you're not saying.
12.
So Grayson, while you don't feel he's just outright lying to you, you feel he's talking in half-truths. He seems kind of nervous, more than usual, but he's not bold-faced lying to you.
I don't believe he's telling us everything. It's best to just cut it off at the head. We can't be looking behind our backs while we're fighting what we're fighting in front.
When have I ever tried to hurt you? Arlo, Bladelock, you guys aren't gonna let Grayson help me out here.
I'm Zoramir. You need to be cautious. We don't know what's inside of you. It appears to not be a threat.
Ow.
It hasn't been at all.
I am unfamiliar with symbiotic, or dare I say, parasitic infestations into halflings. I see nothing immediately worthy of killing Zoramir.
Thank you. Well,
Zoramir, when is the point where you will be concerned?
If he starts mentioning anything bad, I guess. I don't know. I've only gotten better from it. I mean, maybe not better looking. I don't know. I don't know what's up with all of this, but
You aren't concerned that a dead dragon is slowly turning you into a dragon.
A dead,
Then you'll
evil
have-
dragon.
So you'll have wings, claws on your feet.
I was going to wait and bring this up individually. Arlo and I have already had this conversation.
That we have.
It seems that Arlo's sword lights up when around things like demons and evil. The only time it has done that since is when Zormir was near it. If you don't want to believe me, fine. Arlo, show them.
Pull the sword out
Okay.
and hold it near him.
As you hold it nearing, the blade begins to glow a soft, whitish yellow light.
I'm sorry, old friend.
I can do that too, and I'll pull out my rifle,
Hey,
and then I will prestidigitate it to glow and put it by him.
I know you're best.
See, this doesn't mean anything. You're just speculating as to why it glows. It's just purely coincident.
I am not.
No. Sorry, Z. It is the truth.
So out of character real quick, because I can't remember. Do we know he has a tooth in his arm?
We all do. You're the only one that doesn't.
You do. You definitely don't, but the rest of them
Okay. Okay. I won't say anything then.
do. Arlo, I don't think knows it as well.
I was part of the
Yeah, we-
conversation when he was telling everybody.
Okay.
Oh no, then yeah,
I would
Both
know
two
that
would know.
too.
because he was there.
Yeah. It was in
Yeah,
the
if it
cave,
was, if it
right?
was a tunnel.
After you left
Yeah.
the tunnel. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
everyone
when,
was there.
when we had
Yep.
him pinned down.
Arlo, put your sword closer to that tooth he has in his arm.
Wait, no one's going to say anything about the glowing rifle?
I don't have anything nice to say.
He's already pissed off at the whole Karajinin thing. You're pushing more buttons there, Laylock. But no, Arlo, move it closer to that tooth. I wonder if it gets brighter to closer towards evil.
Well,
it
we
gets.
don't know where it is
Oh.
anymore.
Okay.
He said it went through his hand, and that's all that we know.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, I was thinking it would glow brighter at the source of the evil than just in general.
We have all seen Arlo's sword glow
Yes.
while fighting demons. This isn't some magic trick, Blaylock. You didn't see what I saw. It seems our little friend has gotten him into something much deeper than he can actually control, or at least understand.
Been able to control it quite well so far.
That's because it's allowed you to keep control of yourself, but it's transforming you. If it can control your body and transform it into dragon parts, allow you to see in the dark, and I don't want to say draconic. I don't know if my character knows that you can speak that now.
Sure,
But
it's given me some abilities, but I've never once felt out of control.
that's because it wants you to feel safe with it.
Maybe, but it seems unlikely to me.
Have you ever not fed it?
I've missed a feeding once or twice, and I get a little stomach pains from it, but that's about it.
Try not feeding it for a while. Let's see how it reacts to that.
Maybe try that.
I cannot trust him.
I don't trust whoever the entity is. I don't think Zoromir himself wants to hurt us.
Zoromir
this
is an
needs-
idiot.
Hey, now I've gotten you out of plenty of binds.
You've also got us into more binds.
I don't think that's true.
Of course you wouldn't.
But you should definitely fear being turned into a dragon when you're a halfling.
Like I said, it's only been good up to this point, and it's been a long time. If this thing really wanted to overwhelm me and do evil, it's been months. Or weeks. at least.
It's working on
Gathering
accumulating
strength.
power.
You're feeding it. You're doing what it wants you to do.
Like I said, it's only been good.
For now. What do you think it's going to do once it has enough power to control you?
Oh, well. How about this? If I'm ever delusional and completely out of control and can't be contained, then you can take drastic action. But
It
right
may
now
be
I'm
too
fully
late then.
Oh,
I could take care of it right now.
you could have taken the fully grown white dragon if you wanted. Little me's not a concern to you, Grayson.
Only a matter of time before you probably could turn on us. And it would probably be in the most inopportune time.
Exactly.
I'm never going to turn on you when I'm sound of mind. You're going to be able to tell if I'm not.
The voices in my head keeps telling me to take care of you once and for all.
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
Sounds like your voices are more delusional than mine. Mine have meant no evil upon anybody.
Only no evil for now. And weren't you supposed to tell us if anything else happened? Like, getting the scales in the back of your head all of a sudden?
This just happened and I was woken by a knife to my throat. What do you want me to do?
You immediately hit it.
I had a knife to my throat.
You called me a liar.
Zoramir has inspiration now.
Man, double inspiration then. Thank you.
I know. I think everyone but Arlo has some sort of inspiration.
I do, I think, quite a bit from a long time ago. Not used it.
Blaylock, you've known him the longest, but I'm telling you, this is not good.
I've also seen him grow and mature from someone who hides under tables to someone who steps into the fray first.
Yes, if you have an evil dragon giving you powers. You've read the history as much as I have.
So is your solution to kill him?
That
You
might
know
be
how I
the
feel
end
about evil.
solution.
Why would you kill me, but you didn't kill Karajinin, who's caused far more chaos than I ever have?
Did he
Or,
cause
that's
more?
not a good argument.
You
Especially with a silver blade to your throat. Are you
I
sure
haven't
you
taken
want?
it away yet.
And I would like to bring this up now. How did he defend himself with a silver sword against his throat by pulling his neck down or pulling his thing down?
Very carefully.
If you don't want him dead,
Hmm.
then he needs to leave. I will not
No.
have something like
You are-
this.
You are a
my
hired
back.
hand. If anything, you're the one that should leave.
It has grown beyond that.
Hmm.
You haven't paid me in months.
If you want to
don't-
be paid right now, we can make that happen.
I could take what I have right now and leave.
Hey, he has most of your guys' funds.
I don't know that.
I have
How do you
no
not know
faith
that?
and no trust in you. You have lied. I do not believe that this entity hasn't told you more.
You can believe
Grayson,
whatever you choose
just-
to believe then, because you're living in a life of delusion then.
There's no way he's just gonna spoon feed you little things and not give you any insight to the bigger picture.
He hasn't. I've tried to ask. Whenever I ask, he just shuts up.
We are heading to the place of origin where we received the tooth. Do you not think we may find answers there in Portstown? Can he live a little bit longer?
He is under your watch. He does nothing without you being there.
Zoramir? Are you okay with this?
We're back to Portstown.
To Portstown.
Let's go.
Make sure you mind your P's and Q's. We won't hesitate.
Well, I guess I don't have to call you friend anymore.
Perhaps not. The Zoramir I knew was a friend, but what's in you is not. I'll go and take second watch.
Grayson, are you removing the blade?
Pierce him to draw blood, and then I back off. But I don't turn my back to him.
As Grayson pulls the blade away from you, Zoramir, the sharpness of the edge lightly grazes you, and you can feel just a small drip of blood run down as he gives you kind of a glare and moves to the other side of the camp. Arlo, you had your sword out too. What are you doing?
Going to sheath it and go take watch.
Okay. Zoramir and Galtier and Blaylock.
I'm gonna try and get some rest, but with one eye open.
Okay. Blaylock, Galtier.
I'm wide awake now, so I'm not gonna try to get more rest.
Okay. Arlo, give me a perception check.
I had a 12.
Blaylock, are you resting?
I'm resting by Zoramir.
Okay.
Is the fire still going? Can I try to
Yeah.
double dip on like reading the book too, since I'm wide awake now from the argument?
You have 4 hours to work with if you'd like to read the book or work on your implement if you're not going to sleep, but you will take some exhaustion.
Okay, never mind. I guess I won't then.
So you all rest. Arlo, you look into the night sky as the tense situation sinks into your being, and you think about your sword and why. And this Zoramir, who you've grown so close to, are you willing to give up this close friendship, this ally? But nothing occurs through the night. As the sun peeks over the top of the plateaus and the Tausahens grow restless, you all awaken into the next day to begin your journeys out towards Portstown. What would you like to do?
Which way do we want to go to get to Portstown? Do we want to go right through Castle Raminia? Or around it? Obviously go through around the walls, but Grayson, I believe you have a map.
In my travels, which way would I think is the fastest way back to Portstown? Since I've been all over this island.
The fastest way, obviously, is straight through, but you'd have to pass through the Eglair Woods.
All right, yeah, I tell him that. It takes us right outside of Wreckingfield.
You guys want to go through Eglair Woods? We can.
Do it.
All right.
Blaylock,
You-
do you mind if I ride with you?
Blaylock will be riding with Zormir.
Oh, that's right. Wait, who's gonna ride? Who's gonna ride Zormir's mount?
Zormir has his own mount.
Yeah.
I said he goes nowhere without you.
Can I try to make a connection with Zormir's mount instead so I can
No,
ride it?
I'm riding my mount. Screw you.
No, Zormir could bequeath it to somebody at his request.
Can I borrow your mount, Zormir? You were told that Blaylock had to keep an eye on you.
We can ride alongside each other. I am riding my mount.
Or I
I'm
can
not
just kill you
a-
now.
I am not a subpar member of this team now.
Stop it. Here. And then I'm going to take off my ring of mind shielding. Take this. I can craft another later. Zormir, this can protect from those thoughts coming into your head, but you have to be willing to stop them. You can allow them in. Now give him the ring of mind shielding.
Okay.
Will this work? I'll look over at Grayson. If I use this and it blocks the thoughts, will that make you happy?
No, because I can't trust you.
What will make you trust me?
What did I say?
What will make you trust me?
You will be seen riding with Blaylock. You do nothing on your own from here on out until we reach Portstown.
I just turn around. Take off my brooch of shielding. Slip the ring on.
Goodbye, fair AC. It was nice knowing you.
I'm going to hop onto my Telsahen.
Okay. So you mount these large elk-like creatures, and with a quick motion, you ride out. With the thunderous hooves, they roar across the plains. You see Svarkat in the distance. Are you stopping there or keeping going?
Wait, did he just take off? Not listening to what I said?
I was assuming everyone was taking off at the same time.
Yeah, I thought we were all doing it.
Yeah. No, he didn't take off against your wishes.
He's riding with Blaylock?
No, he's on his own.
He's on his own.
Galtier's
Yep.
with me. He's by my
And
side.
that's what I told him he wasn't doing.
So yes,
So
that's
I'm
what's
going
going
after
on.
him. I'm going
Okay.
after him.
With what?
My whip.
Okay, while you're riding, what do you want to do?
Dismount him.
All right, give me an animal handling check.
Did I see this coming?
No.
17.
Okay. Make a attack roll with disadvantage.
$16.
What's your AC?
17.
Misses. So Zoramir, as you're riding forward, you hear the familiar pop of the chain whip beside your head, just and a burst of sound. What do you do?
I'm going to pick my Talsahen and go faster.
All right, you go. I mean, you're already at about as fast as they can go, but you are moving forward. Since you're all together, Arlo, Blaylock, you see this as well.
Grayson, what are you doing? We can still see him. He hasn't left
He does.
Blaylock's sight.
Nothing on his own.
We're all with them, though. Would it make you feel better if I am able to track him everywhere he goes?
Grayson, just let me be out front so we can keep an eye on him.
You are all too trusting.
And you are a bully who needs to be knocked down a peg. Leave it be.
Do it, Blaylock. I get he's your friend, but he has done nothing but lie, and now he has an evil entity giving him power.
I have seen nothing come from him other than his lying to you.
Lying to all of us. If we are supposed to be a team, you don't lie.
Are you going to go kill him? Do it. End it.
Attack again.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Yeah, 16 again, so I missed. Or no, 16 is it? I get a 16.
17
Nope.
hits.
Yeah.
17 hits. So again, you hear the crack of Grayson's whip as it's toward Zoramir again, as you thunder forward.
I'm going to just command my Talsahen to stop on a dime.
All right. Immediately, the Talshen stops, and the rest of you shoot forward.
We see it stop.
You see him fall back, like he's definitely falling back because you were riding
Yep,
side
and I'll
by
stay by
side.
him.
Okay, so
Yep,
you
and I'll stay
slow
by him.
down, turn. Everyone's slowing down and turning. And what are you doing?
I'm just going to stop and just sit there on my stationary Talsahen, just staring at them.
You cannot be trusted to be on your own.
Will you calm yourself? We are riding as a group. I'm causing no trouble. I have done nothing apart from parlor tricks to make you not trust me. For some reason, you have decided to pick on me this entire time, fought alongside you, and done nothing but help you. Yet you have this bone you want to
I
pick
don't
with
trust you. You have lied to us. And now we find out you're dealing with something that you shouldn't be dealing with.
Name a major lie that has changed your life that I have told you. You can't do it. Because there hasn't been anything that has caused you such anguish to cause major problems in your life.
You are dealing with an entity that was helping the person we're trying to kill.
And now that it's on my side, maybe it can help us in our fight.
What makes you think it is on your side? If something can reach you from the death, what makes you think you have any control over what it does?
I've had nothing but control over it up until this point.
Really?
Really? Then remove the tooth.
I don't know how to.
No, you have control over it. Remove the tooth.
Do I have any idea where it is?
I thought it was
You,
inside of you.
it's
wasn't it?
inside of you, but at all times you can sense where it is and how to get it to leave.
I can.
Mhm.
How do I know how to get it to leave? Is it as simple as cutting it out, or do I command it?
You command it and it removes itself from you.
Okay, and I know that.
Hmm.
I have a feeling that there was a consequence with this. It's tickling the back of my brain, but I can't remember.
Oh,
Good luck.
I know.
Good luck.
I know the consequence. I didn't realize I could just command it out. Okay, that changes my story then a little bit. I will relay as such to Grayson that I have full control over it and command it out of my body at any given point.
Oh, don't say that. No, you said it.
Let me double check what the cost of that is.
Your life.
I think Blaylock's onto something.
It doesn't fucking matter. It's not in him.
Wait, did you say a tooth isn't in him?
It doesn't matter to Blaylock.
Oh, okay.
Zormir. Since we didn't hear what Drassen said, so do you know where this tooth's at? He's furiously looking. Breathe, son. Breathe.
There are,
Faster.
there are some internal questions here.
Chat's been good. While
Grayson.
Zormir reads.
Yeah, with Z being attacked like this, it's going crazy.
Grayson, we can't have any more of this.
You know what I do. You know what my family does. The fact that we found out what this dragon was and what it did. And you're okay with it just telling Zormir what to do.
Not everything is black and white.
Obviously it is. It's turning him.
He is in control for now.
You don't know that. I don't know that. He
So-
says it.
So your solution is kill him?
If he can do something on his own, by all means. Do you really want to be in the thick of things when this thing tells him to kill us?
I don't know what I
You
don't know.
know.
I don't know what I don't know, but I'm not going to make brash assertions as killing someone who has traveled with me since my time on this island began because of a suspicion.
I think if an evil dragon was talking to you, you would have the forefront of letting us know what is going on. We have had to drag every piece of information out of him. Do you honestly think that if I hadn't been on watch and seen what I have seen, he would have said anything to us?
And you
Is it-
wonder why I don't say anything when you have a reaction like this. You have only conditioned me to not say anything to you because you treat me like scum.
Zormir, let's just put me where that tooth's at, and I'll just cut it out for you.
I need you to cut it out. I can make it leave if I want.
Well, then do
But
it.
up until this point, it has caused no harm. If it causes harm, I will command it to leave.
Will you? Not if it's
Yes.
good for you.
I don't believe you.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. You will never believe anything I say.
At this point, from here on forth, no, I do
You
not.
never believed anything I said at any point.
That is not true.
It's pretty true. When we get to Portstown, ask the person that sold me the tooth. Maybe they'll know and can confirm what I'm saying.
What do you remember of this person who gave you the tooth?
It was the batty lady of the shop.
She was not right in the head at all.
They called her the town witch.
Not a fan of Zoramir either.
So you put a tooth in your arm from a witch who wasn't a fan of you.
Well, I didn't know that was gonna happen or do it intentionally. It just kind of happened. But again, that was a long time ago, and nothing bad has happened.
Maybe
We need to keep moving. We're not going to get to Portstown if we just stand here and talk all day.
we cannot continue on if we are going to worry about Grayson's whims as to how people will march in tow and whose mount will be ridden by who.
Let's go to Portstown. I glare at Grayson,
Grayson.
and I will
All
be
right,
riding
Mr.
alone. I'll kick off and slowly trot away.
About here. Let's go.
Zormir, let me ride with you.
Right here.
That is fine. I have no problem with that. But I will not leave my Talsahan behind.
Nobody said you had to.
So I'll hop on. Grayson, I'll keep an eye on him till we get to Portstown and we get this taken care of.
I'm gonna just be on high alert, just picking up any motion that Arlo makes to make sure he's not gonna pull anything while he's behind me.
Okay. Everybody ready to take off?
All right, again.
We'll try this again.
All right. As I said, in the distance, you see Svarkat as you begin thundering forward to the west. Do you
didn't make
stop
it very
at
far, did we?
Svarkat?
We didn't make it that far.
What time of day is it?
It's going to be around noon or so. It takes you a while to get out of the Arnathian Plateau.
If it's around noon, should we go to Sarkat to stay for the night and then pick back up in the morning, depending on how long it's going to take to get there? Or just ride until it's dark?
Gautier, didn't Karzinen say that we could see his works all around the continent?
He did. He said all you have to do is look.
So if that's the case, we don't need to try and convince a townsfolk who is perfectly content with being in the middle of nowhere to come and join us as we travel around, especially considering their past of running from people who did not treat them well.
I don't think that town would go anywhere with us.
No.
Friend or not, I think they like to be where they're at too much.
True. Let's hope that we can find something to convince, or at least I hope that we can find something to convince those that we meet to seek out Karzinen and his wares and his craft.
How familiar with his items are you?
I've seen what they can do to Cape's Vassal. If what I believe is true, we have inadvertently activated one of his teleportation runes. I now start to question anything mechanical that we have encountered that might have some of the telltale signs of craft now known as Karzinen.
What would those telltale signs be? So I think as well, we also are not going to stop at Sparkat, and we're just going to keep riding.
Yeah, I would assume we were just going to keep riding unless anyone wants to stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the conversation's as we're riding. Sorry, I feel like I need to say that so
Yeah.
you didn't have to ask what we were doing still.
That's fine. All right. So you all continue riding past Sparkat. For several hours, you hear the thundering drone and allow the conversations to fall silent after the tense situation with Zormir and Grayson. Passing into the Egglayer Woods, night begins to fall. What do you want to do?
How far into Eggslayer Woods are we?
About halfway.
I've dreaded this place since I saw it on a map.
Yep.
I know what's coming.
Where's the spiders?
So we keep going, get a little closer, so that way we can bypass it all in the daylight if possible.
It's just getting into night.
Yeah, let's just keep going for a little bit.
I'm okay with trying to ride through these woods. Nothing fun comes from here.
Not at night. If
All
we
right.
travel at night,
So you continue through the woods. You hear all sorts of creatures howling, moving through the woods. Again, still silence is upon you. I need everyone to make a perception check.
16.
19.
12.
27.
27.
Damn,
Okay.
Grayson!
I hear skeeters buzzing.
And it is dark, so if you don't have dark vision, you need to roll again with disadvantage.
Ooh, guess who doesn't have to roll again?
Don't
think-
be pushing it.
6.
I gotta
Sick.
enjoy it while I'm still alive for the next half session.
6.
You and Arlo both have 6? Okay.
I have 6.
Yeah, I think he does too. So as you're riding through, Grayson in the back is still quite irritated. All you see is a shadow rising out of the moonlight. And Blaylock, immediately you're dismounted. Your Talsahin goes rolling over while Arlo and Zormir, you're hit. It feels like someone hit you with a rock. And as you turn and look, you hear the chitinous sound of
I don't
as
like it.
large spider creatures that are standing 2-3 heights taller than you, Zoromir, stare down at you. You can hear the mandibles clash forward and the fangs move. See them glinting in the moonlight as just drips of poison drops from their fangs, and they stand nearby, and you see them both raise up. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Knew that was coming. Jeez.
I was gonna say, did you really expect us to get through these woods at all without fighting some?
I mean,
type of...
No,
Maybe-
I knew that, and that's all for tonight. I knew that was
Yeah, Egglayer Woods. I mean, really? Do you think anything that, like, it was just going to be a nice walk, down?
That's me a
friendly
walk in the
path?
webs.
Yeah, walk in the web.
All right. So Hey, thank you all for stopping by tonight. This was great. Shout out to all the players. Fantastic job. There was some really great RP there. The tension was so high you could cut it with a knife. You would think we get done with this and we were actually like yelling at each other in real life because these guys do such a good job. It makes my job easier when they do this stuff. And I tell you, I just can't give them props enough from where they started to where they are right now. It is like we're definitely gonna have to do a show where we kind of clip some of our old stuff and you see the RP then to the RP now.
No,
It will blow your mind. Like it's so good in the just the storytelling coming from these folks. So props to them. Always check us out on YouTube if you missed other episodes. We're on Anchor and all those things. We'll be getting some clips. We'll try to play some games this week. We haven't been doing that in a while, and remember, we're not around. Thanks for those that stopped by. Shout out to one of my creative directors, Fanboy Tone. I wouldn't be anywhere without bouncing some ideas off of him and allowing us to kind of hash out some of these story points that have just been
Thanks for all
freaking
the
beautiful.
subs tonight.
Yeah, thanks for the subs. Thanks for the follows. Like, it was a crazy night. Thanks to Jess Lacey for stopping by. And Tricky and Cuddles and the raids. We had Captain Cronesy raid us tonight. Cuddles raid us tonight. Always appreciate those. And don't forget to tune in next week, even though we'll be minus a Grayson, which is going to hurt really bad.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Hey, I
especially
have a free episode where I won't get killed.
and yeah,
I think Grayson's gonna be like, all right, if you're gonna play my character, I want him to be disgruntled and angry.
He's only going to attack Z.
He's only gonna attack Zoramir. And nothing
Screw
else.
the spider. He's gonna use the Battle of the Spiders as an accident to kill Z.
so we'll see you next week at 7 o'clock. Until then, we'll see you in the dungeon. Have a good night.
See you guys.
Take care.